Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Goblets and Gays. This is season 4, episode 11. I'm Aubrey. I'm your GM. You share pronouns. Tell us for my players to introduce you who they are, who they're playing, and then we'll get into things.
Hello, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Astraea Bashar Chloris, your quadruple princess bard dragon summoner, child of the Night Queen, grandchild of the Mad King, and all-round magical baddie who also uses she, her pronouns.
Hello, I am Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I am playing Joanna of Mexico, bringer of justice, maker of soups, and they use she, her pronouns.
Hello, my name is Ferris. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Dumisa Solfig, a 7-foot semi-possessed barbarian and champion of the night who is very much in love and also uses she, her pronouns.
Hello, I'm Sparlock. I use he, him pronouns. Today I am playing Grun, the walking goblin catastrophe, oracle of flames, healer of wounds, and burner of buildings, though she swears it wasn't her. And Grun uses she, her pronouns.
Hello. My name is Alyssa, and my pronouns are they, them. I am playing Tamsin Trevino, the god-devouring changeling wizard who is focused on rescuing their late fiance from purgatory, but also growingly concerned with her influence on this group of younger adventurers. Tamsin uses she, they pronouns.
Hello, I am Tick. I use he, she, they pronouns, and today I am playing Marrow, a monk maiden raised in the underworld, now overcoming parental issues, meeting the Fae, and learning about nature, and being a thought.
But yes, does anyone, before we get into the recap of what happened last time, have any announcements other than to say that Bring Your Own Mech, middle of season 2, doing its mech thing, and Wayward Arcadium at this point is between seasons, and we will have news to report when it will be coming back.
Every other Saturday on DuxR19's Twitch channel, Dragon Riders of AMA, which is a post-apocalyptic quest campaign where we are very wholesome dragon riders. This is Alyssa. You should watch it.
This is gonna be...
I mean, we're at episode 1, right? And this is episode 11?
Yeah, well, we just put out episode 2.
Okay.
This is episode 11. So this is 9 weeks from now. If it's still going.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be good.
Kill.
Because it's every other week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
Sorry.
Go.
I think yes, Aki.
Yes, okay, I'll do that in my one. So, okay, 1, Clever Corvid's City That Never Dies. We are in the middle of season 2. You should go check it out. See me live my villain era. Thank you. And follow at Unwavering Force, where Alyssa, Dusty, and I do things, but only one of us is garbage. And lastly, every Wednesday, I believe, over at the Mandy's channel, you can catch Alyssa and I playing Miss Lost. It should be started by now, as we are in the future.
This will be beginning of March, I think.
Beginning of March. Oh shit!
Yeah,
we've been playing Miss Lost. I don't even know if we still are playing Miss Lost. I don't know how long.
It is 9 weeks from where we are right now.
Holy shit! Oh, that's right. It's really weird to think about that. In terms of announcement stuff. Never mind. We've been Miss Lost. We are Miss Lost. Just go watch us do things.
Anyone else?
No, but can I try to do the recap anyways? I think it's funny.
Wait.
No, I think somebody who was here should do the recap.
Dang it! I've picked together enough context that I could probably do an okay recap, but I respect it.
Am I the backup recapper?
Ferris,
yes.
I'm the backup recapper, baby. Okay.
So tell me, what happened last time, Ferris?
Previously on Goblets and Gays. It's time for Deicide. So we send a message. No, we receive a message. Astraea receives a sending message from Tethweir that they are experiencing some weather issues and have not found the quote-unquote MILF yet. So it will be a little longer before they return than originally decided. Meanwhile, the four of us that are not under tunnels are getting into position in the market, and Astraea begins to play some beautiful music for a really long time until Remulus finally slinks into the plaza. There is a conversation that is had. He's behind the story of the Pied Piper. Astraea calls for a truce. Remulus knows that the dragons are back. The whole Dragon Island does imply he knows about that. Also specifies that about the return of bad dragons, as he refers to them, is a problem. Astraea says that she would like to chill in safety away from all the mass sacrifice and frequent assassination attempts. And Remulus replies Dimple would be thrilled if she did so. That would be great. Also mentions that the gods know who we are, but not always where we are. They can get around our amulets. It just is a bit of a drain on them because it costs a lot of magic. Good. I hope they suffer. Meanwhile, Remulus tells Astraea if she really wants to chill and not be a part of any of this, to just go back to Soli, let the gods do their things. In 6 to 8 months, that's right, we got a timeline. In 6 to 8 months, they will be good for another 1,000 years, and Astraea will be left alone. And then Astraea asks about Dimple a little bit, learns she's a good hunter, good leader, good plan. She was the god's tactician. Joanna never got over Rin. That wasn't really what she asked about, but that is something she learned. And then Remulus dropped the little detail that, oh, by the way, the true gods do have to die. Sorry about that. I know you're kind of related to some of them. And Astraea asked Remulus, why do you think you're so important? Remulus's great answer was sky dragons. Obviously not good enough, and we launch into a fight. Joanna comes sliding in with some burning ambush. I don't remember what the feat is called. Does something really cool and reveals Remulus to be an illusion. So then we get to start the most epic game of hide and go seek ever. I'm recapping both episodes here. I want you to know this.
I mean, that's good.
I fully forgot.
Also, Tick
just
wasn't
jumped
here for
back.
both episodes, so
Tick wasn't here for both episodes, which is why I started doing it. And I didn't think about it until just this moment when I'm like, oh, what was last episode? But it was like a two-parter. Anyway, there was a lot of attempting to locate Remulus while we were also fighting other things.
Golems.
That's where I never wrote down what they were. I forgot. I'm like, there were 2 more things there. I just don't remember what they were. Golems. Remulus eventually cast a spell revealing that he was in the corner of the market over by Doomy. And then tried to send Dumisa to another dimension. Did not work, unfortunately for him. There was more battling until, unfortunately, Astraea was struck down by the god of the bards. Nothing could be done to prevent this because I had used my reaction and I was very angry about this. And then Grun brought her back up and she summoned Kratos just out of the sky. And then I think literally the next turn, Dumisa went down to the god of bards, which Astraea could do nothing about because she had gone down and she was upset about that. And then Grun brought Dumisa back and she just whiffed it a lot. And then let's see here. Remulus tried to run away. Joanna chased him down. And that was when she killed him. Obviously, we also killed the golems. Obviously, everyone else also did really cool stuff. Tamsin arrived halfway, or the beginning of this episode, which was about sort of halfway through the fight, and did some epic stuff with the golems. It was really cool. But anyway, the important part is that the god was killed. Joanna stabbed him through real good, and then was had a realization that there was a lot of power just sitting there in front of her. And gee, what if she took it and prevented things like Astraea and Doomy and Rosalite all going down again? And that is how Joanna became a god. And then we leveled up. Yeah. That's what you missed.
Jesus fuck.
And Marrow, let's pick up with you.
Oh god, okay, yeah, hi, what's up?
I mean, all in all, the god fight took about 5 minutes in real time.
Holy shit.
Yeah!
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 rounds, but there's one like, and then the longest was the conversation with Romulus lasted theoretically longer than the actual fight.
Wouldn't shut up.
That's right. You heard it here, folks. Astraea lasts a while. Thank you.
Stop.
But Marrow,
I know it.
you are underneath the city still, working with the mayor and all of that to organize the leaving of the tunnels. You found the High Mage and essentially got him to start back up like the magic that keeps the worms out. And then probably at some point Tamsin left to rejoin the party. And about a few minutes after Tamsin left, probably about 30 minutes after Tamsin left, you feel this release of power. It's kind of like something hits you in the chest for a moment, and kind of leaving you a little winded. And somehow you know this to be true, but you know that a god just died.
Okay, that's good. That was the plan.
And then you feel something else. It is a strange feeling. It is kind of like for a moment, all of the air is sucked out of the room, and it's kind of, your ears ring a little bit. You're not sure what this part means, but it's something important, probably.
Something that's not part of the plan. Oh no. What's the status currently on getting like all the magic stuff set up, getting people out of the tunnels, etc.?
By this point, the High Mage is almost done recasting the wards. They do not take long. They are meant to be put up very quickly, and the actual places where the wards are remained, all he has to do is cast the ritual, and then the wards will come back up. The worms cannot enter the city, and the mayor is working on the sort of like getting people out. With the mayor, you find all the guards, wake up all the guards, and then slowly, because the people, if you could also theoretically just use the music box and tell everybody to go back up go back up above and then turn it off.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably like the best route once we get like all the guards and the other people up. So I want to make sure, like in character, it's like I want to know what happened. I don't have a sending stone. I don't have any mode of communication, but I have to make sure all these people are safe, accounted for, and the worms are dealt with before I book it. So I'm gonna make sure that all of that's completed. The runes go up. Bit of a delayed response, but once everything is under control and everyone is safe, then I'm gonna just look at the mayor and be like, I'm gonna check that out.
Also, you have this music box now. This music box can be sold for quite a bit of money if you decide to sell it, but if not, whenever you use this music box, it is an action to open it, an action to get it to start playing, so it's like a 2-action thing to set up. But as it is playing, any unfriendly targets to you must make a will save, or else become fascinated by the sound of the music.
Ooh, I think Tamsin called dibs when we were last hanging out. Like, she was like, I want to...
I almost have the stat block finished writing up, so I'll finish that, and I will send it in chat when I'm done.
Yeah, I'm going to put this in my bag for safekeeping and tell the mayor, I'll be back, make sure everything and everyone is safe. You're doing a great job of it. I'll get an explanation for all of that for you. Stay safe, and I'm running at my Mach 50. I Mach 50 feet per second. Per action, not per second. I am speed. I assume I know where to go because we all discussed the fight location, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you would have known where, and yeah, and then I'll jump back up to the group. It's probably about 10 minutes after all of this happens, all the stuff with Marrow happens, that Marrow will arrive. So 10 minutes after you have killed the god. But also, yes, I don't think I said this on the last episode, but you get a decent amount of loot. You get Remulus's loot, which is magical. Remulus's leather armor, which is +2 greater resilience and has the shattered rune. You get 3,000 gold. You get a +3 rapier with greater striking, greater shock, and spell storing. This counts as a dragon weapon, and a ring of energy resistance major.
It's free real estate.
That it is. All I know is that the money will go in the group funds, and then Astraea is taking the loot. I don't know about anything else.
Astraea would kill someone for that loot, and honestly, I think she should have it.
It's a very good loot.
Literally, no one else can use it the way she can. Like, y'all can try, but it also gives me a stat, an important stat boost, which I need.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
It acts like an Apex item.
Does Joanna look okay after whatever she just did?
That's a good question.
Like not actively dying, doesn't seem to have like her brain fried.
Not covered in a weird like death mist or something.
I mean, no mist. Once you decide to accept this power, the necrotic mist sort of has faded away by this point. And yeah, Joanna, you feel a little different.
I think Joanna is feeling both probably stronger than they've ever felt before, but also the most tired that they've ever felt before as well. So I think like y'all would have seen like the giant pillar of like necrotic mist or whatever, and I don't when I'm imagining Joanna taking the power, it's almost as if like I'm imagining the mist dispersed and kind of like changed color while going into Joanna, like inhaling it, or is just kind of like surrounding her and something like that, because it sounds very thematic and cool. But she's not saying much right now. She's kind of just looking around. She did make sure that everyone is okay. But yeah.
And if she seems okay at the moment, Dumi is going to turn around and, stabbed and bleeding, sprint back to Astraea and just kind of grab her shoulders. Are you okay?
Yeah, well, you were rightfully so checking to see if Joanna was okay. I was not. I was hyper-focused on basically resummoning Rosalite, which takes a little bit of time, but shouldn't take too much now that I'm not in combat. And that's what I'm doing. I think if you grab her shoulder, she's just gonna smack your hand away because she needs to focus on manifesting again. I'm pretty sure it takes 10 minutes to manifest. Or when I get knocked out in battle, I can't summon Rosalite again for 10 minutes. I have to recheck the rules. Either way, it takes a while. And
they can be summoned as like a 3-action thing. Or like a minute, I think.
There's something that happens when I get knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
There's also different ways to knock me out. Surprise. Or rather, there's different ways to take Rosie out of the battlefield like that. So I'm getting mixed up on what is what. For the time.
Takes about 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's 10 minutes. I know something turns into an hour, and I know there's another condition that turns into a full day. So I'm pretty sure that was only 10 minutes because I didn't do anything. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Which, by the way, is basically to summon Kratos, there was a tattoo, a henna tattoo on Astraea's chest. it's going to be through the exact same placement there, except it's more like a little lullaby type of scenario to resummon Rosalite.
I know your name. I know how much you could be. I know your face. In any form it appears to me. And when we're together, I am sure there's nothing we can't weather. Legions apart or worlds away. Legions apart or worlds away. I'll be in your heart, my soul to stay. I'll be in your heart with you.
I think once you start summoning, and like once she realizes that's what you're summoning, because that was gonna be Doomy's second question, was is Rosie okay? Because she disappeared. Does that mean she's dead? You know. And once she realizes, oh, that's what you're doing, I think she just like stands with you. And since you like are focusing and don't want touch, she wouldn't like touch you, but she would be like just hovering nearby, and would probably sing along a little bit, because I'm pretty sure we said this was like the lullaby they sing to her at night, right? Yeah. And would just wait for the daughter to come home.
And when you complete the ritual, how does she appear?
Baby has been upgraded, that's for sure. Rosie has wings now, little cute baby wings. They're because I'm assuming she's in her smaller form. She's not coming at us as a medium-sized dragon to just knock Astraea out again. One second, I gotta find TXDFs because I totally described it there. Rosalite is still pretty noodly, like how she is normally. Except the wings kind of, the best way to put it is the wings look rather fragile, and that's just because it's like got this crystal filigree type of scenario. So it's like the most solid parts of it are the thinnest parts, and they're quickly like filled in with what essentially is like stained glass, except on the top parts, if you were looking overhead, it's pink. It's still pink. It's just pink on pink. And at the bottom, actually, that's where all the color is. And the colors are just like pastels for the most part. Nothing too gaudy or garish. It's just soft colors. They look very fragile, though. I think they look more fragile in this form. And at some point, the wings will de-manifest. They kind of just manifest whatever she needs to actually fly, and then she can just noodle around in the air. She's an aerodynamic baby.
Perfectly aerodynamic, as all things should be.
Does she look okay for having been disappeared?
God, do I look okay? 1 second. I think, yeah, she probably looks good, looks healthy. Because that's just because I'm looking better. So we still share
emotionally, but you know, that's also good. She does not look injured.
I don't fucking know. Aubrey, how does she look emotionally?
She looks excited to be back. I don't know if we ever figured this out. Like, when she is desummoned, does she just, is she like in stasis? Does she realize of like how long has it been, or maybe for her it's just been moments?
That's a good question. So what I remember was when I first summoned her, she remembered very briefly of what was going on before that, which was literally drifting in the cold void. So I don't know if she remembers much at all, which is why I'm going to ask her. I will grab her, hug her,
Mama.
Give her kisses, give her lots of kisses, and just go, oh my, oh, okay. Are you good? Are you okay? What happened? I mean, I know what happened, but like, are you hurt? Are you? I'm gonna ask the same 3 questions.
Like Rosie looks at herself, and like looks just be like, no, I'm fine. Are you okay?
Emotionally, no, I'm wrecked. Physically, I've been better. I'm cold, you're cold, yes.
Did we win?
We won, baby.
Yay!
Go look at your Tia now. Some weird shit's happening there. I don't know if it's the. I have not processed what happened to your Tia yet.
It's next on the priority list.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Joanna.
Joanna's just gonna look over. It's like, I'm glad to see you're okay, Rosalite, and that everyone is okay.
I am just glad we won.
You're glad to what?
Glad we won.
Yeah. I thought you said you were glad to have drunk wine, and I was going to.
Wine in the void?
That's what I was gonna say. I was going through something for a sec. For like. That pause was real.
Yep. Marrow, this is probably about the time you enter.
I was waiting. I was waiting when you guys were talking, and you guys just hear off from the distance at the edge of the Coliseum. Guys, what the fuck?
Hey everybody, Aubrey here with a fun little announcement. Goblets and Gaze is now an affiliate over at Adventure Dice, and we know how much we all love those math rocks. So if you need some new math rocks in your life, go over to adventuredice.ca and in the checkout code, enter our promo code Goblets for 10% off. But also, they have dice. They have other TTRPG accessories and tabletop goodies, dice trays, condition rings, and things like that, little spell casting stuff. Great stuff there. Go check them out and support our show. Thank you.
Did you win?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna head over. Aubrey, I have a question actually.
Uh-huh.
Can my life sense pick up now that Joanna is just a god? Or do I have to ask?
You're gonna have to ask. Your life sense, you can just tell if someone's alive or dead.
Yeah, I can tell if they're alive or dead. I was like, for cool narrative purposes, I could just be like, Joanna, what the hell? I'm just gonna look at everyone. Joanna looking like something. Everyone looks like something happened. I'm just gonna be like, well, all of the citizens and mayor and the wards are back up. I feel like there's a big story. Can you fill me in?
Armidas is gone. So there's that.
I felt that, but then I felt something else that felt like different. I think everyone did.
Looks to Joanna.
Joanna, did you do something?
Joanna's gonna look at everyone and just, when he passed, the pillar of whatever appeared, and I felt there was something there, some power which I could only assume was remnants of Remulus, and I wasn't thinking straight. I reached out to it. I think whatever power that Remulus had, I now have.
Oh, I mean, if the power like that is going to go somewhere, I think going to someone like you, who's very kind, strong, and brave, is definitely a good place for it to go. I don't think you are stupid.
Are you telling us you just became a god?
Shit, wait, you're right. Did you just become a god?
That would make a lot of sense.
That
guess
just
That's an
connected.
option?
I guess so.
Are you a god in the false god sense or the true god sense?
Dumisa, I have no fucking idea.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just been a long day.
Can I make a roll for that?
Do we know what the difference between the false gods and the true gods is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, is there any difference power-wise? Or is it just, the false gods are dicks?
Is it? It's like how they gain the power, right?
Yeah. So
Some come
like,
by it naturally, some murder thousands of people to get it.
so how it works for the true gods is they were all born into power.
But weren't
so
they
have it
kids of the
naturally.
false gods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by doing so, it's sort of like when you have what do you call it? A vaccine. Theoretically, your kid could become a little bit more immune to what you got the vaccine for. It's like that. So they get it naturally. They don't have to siphon it like the false gods do. And the false gods all have to perform in a mass genocide ritual every thousands of years to stay as gods and whatnot.
Okay, so the false gods will lose their powers eventually, but the true gods won't.
Yeah. That's what they're doing right now. Like the false gods are trying to speed up a ritual here. So that way they can continue to stay in power. And we are just dropping them like flies.
Yeah, we're
Bam,
just
gone,
shitting on their
bam,
plans.
gone, like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Victor, that like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
But like another really good way to describe it is the false gods have used magic to bind this power that already exists to themselves. The power was never created or anything, but they've just used the magic from this ritual to make sure it is bound to them. Whereas like the true gods, they just they get their power naturally. Or in Joanna's case, they accept the power when it is offered, and they don't take it.
That answers the question, I think, then.
Didn't we theoretically take it by killing the guy?
Yeah, but
Or is
Yeah.
this like what?
I mean, you did, but it is of the fact that you didn't then use magic to bind it to yourself.
So basically, the
I
power
see.
looked at Joanna and said, "You know what? You're pretty cool. I'll just stick with you. You want to be a god? Fuck yeah!" And all the other, like the false gods, were like, "You see this power? You're binding to us no matter what." And it's like, no, you're kind of cringe.
So we're all bard. So what you're trying to say is Joanna's a bard now.
Totally. But like another thing that you haven't gotten into but it is a thing that will come up is the fact that the dragons, like Zolzrum, we'll actually mention this now, because now is a great point for Zolzrum to mention this. And Zolzrum will be like, well, technically the power every so often would pass to a new person. It is supposed to naturally pass down through generations.
And Zolzman pops out of my hood and go, "What the fuck?"
Yep, that's what happens. Zolzrum explains it.
Generations?
So the true god's power could pass to their heirs?
Theoretically, yes. Or once, when they die, if they die, they pass along. Or years, generations down the line, it can pass to their kids. Or other people that the powers themselves deem worthy.
So normally the power moves is its own. So what you're saying is the gods aren't gods; they're vessels for a natural power of Cyrene.
Yes.
That just it's like it is a god of its own kind, and it just picks new vessels periodically.
That is how we have come to understand it.
I'm having a religious crisis over here, so I'm gonna.
I'm having several
Sit.
crises over here. Did anything else happen while I was gone of relevance and importance? It looks like Astraea was crying.
I mean,
Oh,
fight.
It's
Yeah.
fine now.
honestly, it does not matter.
Kratos waves at you.
What the
Oh
fuck
yeah,
are you doing here?
dude, it's been a minute. Why haven't you gone yet?
I'm gonna give Kratos my my cloak for the meantime, just so his titties don't freeze off.
Sorry, your shirt.
That's unfortunate.
Look, shirts mean a different thing in our family. It's
Yeah.
What the
See
fuck
what
does that
Australia
mean?
well, not gonna lie,
Those are low cuts.
I don't think anyone in Astraea's family wears a shirt correctly. They are
Yeah.
just deep V's. If you get one of those circle necks, they are cut out. You know, like you know, it's a god. Astraea's not even wearing her shirt correctly.
Honestly, I kind of figured he showed up in like the Iron Bowl look,
Yeah,
just
I
like
can see
all
that.
pauldron and pants, and that was it. He was
I mean,
somewhere
there's-
warmer. What did he need
I
a
mean-
shirt for?
I mean, he was in a very tropical climate at the time.
Yeah, it's hot.
But
Okay.
yeah,
But why are you still here?
Why are you here, period?
Well, I summoned
Kratos
him by
pointed to
mistake.
Astraea.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I don't know.
Look,
Oh my
bro.
God.
Love you, bro. But but
If I could go back, I would.
but the spell's
It's
not
very
supposed-
cold.
I thought it was gonna last a minute. That's the only reason why I did it. Why I didn't expect. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Dude, can we move this conversation into like a house somewhere with a fire?
Yeah, everyone's safe. Astraea, you might need to do some explaining. I left out a lot of the god stuff because it's a sensitive subject. I haven't brought it up yet. I feel like that's a you territory to deal with. Talking about if you know what I mean.
Wait, what god stuff? We just talked about Joanna.
No, with the villagers. I just kind of directed them into taking care of the city and getting back home safely. I don't know if we just want to not explain what happened with Femulus, or that's political stuff. That's on your front.
Where is everyone?
Well, the High Mage is back in the tower. The ruins are back up. The mayor has been checking in on everyone and escorting them back to their homes. Mostly everyone's back home now. I did a good job. Just put my chest out a little bit. Like, yeah, I talk to people.
We have a single friend in this town. We should maybe impose upon her one more time. I think theoretically we have just returned her wife.
You did.
Yeah.
And maybe she won't even mind us imposing as we all process this whole last half hour.
There's
And
a lot
maybe
to
bandage
unpack.
up some of those wounds. Looking at
Great.
Dumisa.
It's fine. All my blood's on the outside of my body. That's where it usually is.
Oh my god.
What? No!
I'm used to this. This is normal.
Grun, hit her while you heal her.
It's supposed to be other people's blood.
Well, there's plenty of that too. Don't worry about it.
And I could.
No, there isn't, because Remulus was paint poison goo, and everything else we fought was a golem. This is all your blood.
Wait, he was goop?
There is
Yeah.
a necrotic aspect to him.
Okay.
Like layers
There-
of paint.
And then there is this shriveled, necrotic-looking corpse too.
We also had to play hide and the go seek. That was not fun, actually. That's not a fun game, and whoever said it was lying. I don't like that game. I've never played it, and I do not like it now.
And what the hell is this? I'm gonna go up to Remulus' body, just kick with my foot. Like that.
That
What
is his
that?
body. Please stop doing that. How were you
Oh.
raised by the god of dead and you continue to desecrate corpses?
Yeah, that's.
I burn
that's
it?
cool.
Jeez.
What was that, Grun?
Should I burn it? It looks kind of nasty.
I don't know if burning it is okay considering all of that necrotic gas that came out of it.
Well, all of it came out and then went into Joanna, So
No,
theoretically,
no, it's not even that. It's the fact that it's layers of pain too. All of this is actually so wasteful.
I mean, we can't bury it. It could contaminate like the groundwater. Burning it seems like the best thing because we're in the open air, so any fumes, if there's anything left, should go away. And it's, I guess respectful, which I should be I should care about that.
I don't
right
know
now.
why it didn't also just turn into dust and disappear the same way fucking
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, why can't he turn into a pillar of sand?
I point at it and go, turn to sand, damn it.
Marrow, you do notice that where you kicked it, it's kind of like sloughed off and has turned to dust.
Yeah, I don't think this is really a corpse anymore.
I don't think we can legally kick it to dust. It just feels wrong. I know he's a bad dude. I know he's very dead. But it just feels wrong to kick someone's corpse to dust. Maybe we can smother it with a really heavy blanket? That seems okay. Like a weighted blanket, like those 5-pound blankets. And then if we put it on top and then bury it in snow by springtime, there'll be nobody. There'll just be a nice blanket for someone.
There is no springtime here.
Listen, there was a lot of blood loss going on here. I have a hole in my chest.
Mm.
It kind of makes it hard to breathe, but we're okay.
How's Tamsin doing?
Yeah.
Tamsin's fine. Don't worry about it.
There's something about the
Ouch.
way you said that.
Shout!
Yeah, Tamsin, how do you look actually now that I'm staring directly at you? Are you oozing something? Because perhaps healing does not work on you?
My HP says it's at 173 out of 173, but the bar isn't full. So I don't know what's happening with that. Oh, it's because I leveled up. That's fine. Yeah, no, Tamsin barely got hit. She's fine. She's just watching.
Can we make an insight test? What is it? What is the thing with the Pathfinder thing? I want to do it.
Do perception, like a sense motive check.
Yeah.
Same.
I would like
Same.
to
Do I
sense
get to
motive here.
roll opposed?
What you got to hide, Tamsin?
It'd be your deception DC.
Well, I rolled a 2, so the DC is better. My deception DC is a 28.
And this is what? Perception check? 33.
33 as well.
Hey! High five.
Yay!
So gay. Now
We
we're
just
vibe
had a
checking
bonding
you, Grandma.
experience.
What you gotta say? I'm sorry, you're
no.
like 400. You have to be someone's grandmother or of grandmother status. Not a MILF,
gonna
just a
say.
guilt.
I don't think that's how grandmothers work.
I mean, if
You
Barry
can
is
be
a
like the
child,
local grandma
no
without
wait.
being a grandma.
If I adopted Barry, then technically you are a grandma.
You're a grandma now.
No, because I don't trust Barry. I have to trust my grandchild.
No, you
That's
don't.
true.
Don't. You
You
don't
don't.
have to
You
love
fucking
your
don't.
grandchild.
You don't even
I
like 'em.
legally, like it's there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, look-
I guess this is a question of, is Tamsin hiding anything? Is they trying to deceive everybody about something?
I know Tamsin is looking very intently at Joanna. Not
Gay, homosexual, gay.
I was gonna say not necessarily in a gay way, but maybe a little bit.
And
Is it-
I want to study you way.
Also, yeah.
Is there like any hint of like, I don't know, jealousy or something?
I think not jealousy, more sort of confusion and wanting to untangle exactly what happened to Joanna and like why it didn't happen in the same way. Not that she wanted it to happen in the same way for her, but like curiosity
Oh, true.
about why it differed. Academic curiosity. And
Okay.
also gay.
I'll ask.
So I imagine you are going to make with post haste towards Sienna's house and
Yes.
hang out there for a bit.
Yeah.
Big steppies.
Yes.
Yeah. And you just go on in, knock on the door. What?
Hello?
The Foley work.
Thank you.
It is after a moment. You open. Sienna opens the door, and you do notice her shirt maybe slightly off kilter. And just being, oh, you're back. You're okay. Yeah. You're. I just thank you. Everything's fine.
Is this
You-
a good time to impose?
Beth, you must have been really worried about us.
We went to kill God and you got it on? What? Shit, that really was the last thing he did. The power of parties and barding and shit. Wow.
I mean, you can come on in. Hey, yeah.
Not a problem if we walk in right now at this moment.
There's like the door closes slightly, and she like looks, and she goes, "Yep, nope, we're good."
Okay.
Lesbians.
Lesbians.
That's a lesbian.
Just what I was about to say, couldn't be us.
Yeah.
Also, you have a new friend. Hi.
Oh, yes, please. This is my brother.
Hi.
My very big brother. Things happened. He needs to come out of the cold because he is not dressed
Yes,
for
please.
the cold.
And Sienna's like, I will also see if I can find you a shirt. My wife might have something that fits.
Well, look at Kratos, and I'm gonna look at her and just be like, everywhere I go, it's just tiny and giant.
But yeah, you can head back into the house. And you don't see the wife currently, but you hear movement upstairs.
Sure, I would imagine she's probably indecent.
Just a little. And Sienna will eventually come back with like this sort of pink shirt that looks like it'll fit Kratos.
Pink. Pink.
Yep.
That's all I do, both in and out of character.
He pulls it on. It's a little tight, but luckily it seems to have built for somebody with rather large boobs. So it fits pretty well.
Oh damn, mommy milkers runs in the family.
And Sienna is just like, well, I'm glad everything went all right, and you can kind of hear that. You can also all hear now that the city is a little noisy right now. There are a lot of people very happy to not be dead, and very confused about what happened.
Join the party.
Mhm.
So are all of us.
We really should. Okay. We should probably figure out how to explain it to all of them. I have cue cards.
Is there someone in charge we could speak to?
Marrow, you've met the mayor.
Yeah, I'm friends with the mayor now. He's a very nice guy.
I don't trust them one bit because the last time Marrow made friends on their own, they got kidnapped.
That was season 1.
It was season
Season
1.
one?
It was right. It was before, I believe, we met Joanna. Which look at how many things have been prevented.
He's pretty trustworthy. Wait, actually, is he trustworthy, Aubrey? What vibes did I get from this man?
He's a mayor,
He's just a guy.
Did
Just
you
a
also
guy.
meet the mayor?
I was muted on multiple things. Yeah, Tamsin met the mayor briefly.
Yes.
Mhm.
In
What's your
passing.
impression of the mayor? No offense, Marrow.
None taken.
I took a skill feat called Biographical Eye. You pick up on subtle social and visual cues to learn a great deal about a person's origin and history.
Yeah.
Let's see. I make a DC 30 society check, which is, I got a 32. And then what does the actual feat do? You learn the creature's profession and specialty within that profession. You learn the nation and settlement where they normally live. That's not helpful information.
I think we know that.
Mayor, Zarage. But, just like a general, like, they seemed to at least, like, care about, the people in the city and wanted to make sure that everyone was safe.
If anything, I can introduce you to each other and you can vibe check them to see what you want to say after.
Actually, an introduction might be good because, we theoretically know what gods look like, but it's not the first time they've shown up in disguise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have this cool music box. I'd take out the music box and put it on the table.
Music box.
Yeah, it was what was controlling everyone in the city.
That much I know. I was there with you for that first.
Yeah, it's this one. It's the one that I took.
It's so cute. I'm picturing the one from Anastasia, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
That's exactly the one I was picturing too.
I don't know that one. I'm gonna Google it.
Jealous.
I have it.
Oh, I'm jealous. Ooh, I have adult money. I should get one for myself eventually.
It's beautiful. It plays the song. It's got the little dancers and the little song in the background. I love it so much.
It's $400 fucking.
Adult money.
Oh God. You can either buy a Switch or you can buy this music box. Decide wisely.
My Switch can last at least another year. I got my Switch is old and it's broken twice.
Same.
It can last another year.
But yeah, would you want me to introduce you to the mayor, Astraea?
Yeah, sure. And anybody else who wants to come.
Yep.
What did you say, Joanna? Sorry.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Yes,
Mayor.
Oh, before we go as well, out of character, this person is like, we got the whole she's on Min's side, she does the dragon weapons, etc., right?
yes.
Okay. I do want to ask her if she can start on a dragon weapon ASAP for me specifically, because I need one.
She's just like, I guess, yeah, I guess I can, yeah. What kind of weapon?
Something that's good for melee combat, like punching. I punch a lot, like a gauntlet or something.
Okay.
Like, you don't have to do it right now, you can enjoy your reunion, but just putting it on the bucket.
It's gonna take me most of a day to forge and put all the runes on the weapon.
I thought you said I thought it was gonna take me more than a day to fuck my wife, and I was like, base.
Lesbians.
I was like, you know what, good for her. Spend a whole week on that, and then get back to the the weapon.
How did you lose her? You didn't cherish her.
But if it depends on how long you'll be here, or since everything's okay, I can always send it by Raven, Crow.
The twink? No, I'm kidding.
I think that crow is so fucking old and tired. I think that crow.
He's very tired.
I think that when that crow gets back, he just consumes.
So, you all leave the house now that you've gotten Kratos a shirt. I guess he'll go with you, so he's just not alone in the house with two lesbians he does not know. But yes, as you leave the house and start to trek across the city, you get a message from your mother, Astraea, which just goes, I hope you're doing all right. I just felt something very weird about an hour ago. Also, have you seen Kratos? He vanished. Love you.
Before I answer that, I'm gonna look at Kratos and be like, do you want to say anything? Mom's in my head.
He like looks at you and just like, I mean, if I'm not gonna like bamf back, can she also just, I mean, I don't know. I think she'll let Serena know what's going on. Just make sure Serena knows what's going on. Then I'll be back soon.
Yes. Hi, Mom. Framila's dead. I summoned Kratos, my bad. Let Serena know he's okay. Bye. Because I think I was running out of words. Wait, was I? Is it 25 words?
25 words.
Okay, no, not instead of bye. Okay, Kratos, Serena's okay. Love you, bye. There you go.
And then a few minutes later, you'll get a message being like, oh, well, I'm glad you're both all right. And I'm glad that guy is dead. I'll let Serena know. Hopefully he'll see you soon. And you can reply or not reply.
Yes, I can reply. I was like, bitch, what is all these slots? This is level 5. I mean, she's a god. Yeah, we'll be in Zarech for a few days. I think. I don't know, actually. We'll be back soon, hopefully, and hopefully, I think it cuts out there, or I know hopefully is the word that gets cut out, yeah.
But yes, eventually you do come to what is essentially City Hall. And I'm desperately looking through my notes to see if I said what ancestry the mayor was. Do either of you remember?
No.
Or if I did.
No.
I don't know. Okay, cool.
Catboy.
Yeah.
Catboy!
They're mayor of a cold town,
Sure, yeah,
Catboy.
they are cat folk.
Yes!
Yes, the mayor is a cat folk. You find them, I don't know, perched up on their desk.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. I'm gonna wave.
Oh, hello.
I've got a group of people that would like to meet you. These are my good friends, and I'm gonna just gesture and introduce everyone, have them introduce themselves.
Yes, any friend of Marrow is a friend of mine. Purr.
Purr. Motherfucker had sound.
He just says it. Just purr.
That's my
onomatopoeia.
That's my reminder to add sound effects to myself.
Every
No.
sentence ends in purr now. No, it has to be purr.
It has
out
to
loud.
be. It has to be.
Word.
This is your own fault, okay?
This is
Because
what he says.
I don't want a nya out of you. I just want a purr.
Okay.
Well, we solved your problem, I suppose.
Yes, you got us all out of the tunnels and away from whatever was entrancing us.
Yeah. Joanna's gonna kind of like look at Astraea and just gonna like kind of like half shrug and just look at the mayor again. It's like, well, it was a god. The key word is was.
Looks at you, was kind of looks a little confused and just being like, so I take that you killed a god?
Delicately, yes.
Yes.
But he was no good fella.
It,
I can
it
explain.
was.
Oh, sorry, Joanna. You go ahead.
I was just. Yes, they were no good. They were literally controlling your town to sacrifice everyone for some. Just to be short and frank, bullshit.
Do you know why they were here specifically? Or do you remember what happened?
All I
Before-
remember was hearing the music. And after days of hearing the music, I guess I must have fallen prey to whatever magic it was, because the next thing I remember is waking up in the tunnels to your friend here. Points at Marrow.
I wave.
I honestly I don't know why they would be here.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming the people will want to know, right? Why? If you were down in the mines.
Yes, we're all very confused.
We do have a very long explanation. It might be done better in like the equivalent of the town square, except that's a little fucked up right now. My bad, our bad. That's where the
Yes.
that's where the battle happened. But if you have another perhaps large space.
Yep, there's a large space that's right outside of the city hall.
How convenient.
Yes, perhaps gathering your people there so that's what we can explain.
Yes.
It would also give us some time to properly formulate an explanation.
I could have everybody. I could send the guards to let everybody know to tomorrow morning. Would that be enough time?
Yeah,
that
it
should
should.
be fun. Let
yeah.
everyone rest. Also,
Yes.
I apologize. I will need to build new stalls for people. I may have burned some down.
That's fine. We can talk about this at a later time.
For once, it wasn't me.
This is true.
Then I think about for a second and then look a little bit sad.
No, it's a good thing. It's character growth. Don't worry about it. It's no violence. It's fine. But yeah, well, I guess we have a day to prepare.
Yes, well, it's probably afternoon by this point, so you have until tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I know you guys can't see me half time, but whenever I do that, I just lift a hand up and just do a big wave.
Yes, it's wonderful to meet all of you. Purr.
I love him just sitting on his ass, like look at his paw, like it's a pleasure to meet you. Meow. He doesn't talk like a cat boy. Fuck.
No nyas. No nyas allowed.
No
oohs
ooh.
allowed.
It's purr.
No oohs, no nyas, no nyan neko sugar girl references at all.
No.
Frank, I don't
Sadly,
even
not
know what that
today.
is.
Just
Yeah.
if anyone has seen the anime Log Horizon, I just imagine him looking like the cat guy from there.
Yeah, it's best we reference that specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I've just been watching that show again, Aki.
I watch it yearly. You know this. It's
I
a
watch it
thing.
daily.
It's a thing. Yeah, you have to. It's an experience that you just
Yeah.
cannot forget.
Yes, it should not exist in Cyrene. That is true. But yeah, I will give a good farewell to my wonderful mayor friend, and I guess we are free from the building. Unless trapdoor opens. I'm kidding.
So yes, what would you like to do now?
I would like to corner Joanna and then corner Marrow, not necessarily in that order and not urgently.
Do Joanna first. I'm drinking bubble tea.
Okay, as we leave the mayor's office, Tamsin or Jeremy saunters up to Joanna and Tamsin says, Joanna, do you have a minute? I'd like to talk about what happened back there. Sort of looks towards the town square.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, of course. And I think Joanna's gonna do this on instinct, but it's gonna be totally weird for Tamsin because she's just gonna she's just been holding the sword. She's gonna like swing it around and tuck it into one of her bracers, and it just disappears.
Tamsin blinks. That's a new trick, no?
Yeah, yes. They just did it on instinct. That thing's heavy to carry around a lot.
And I will lead you away from the group a little bit to somewhere that isn't on fire and doesn't have dead god corpses.
Is there an empty cafe?
Yes. You find a nice little empty cafe.
I hope no one's working. Please, no.
No one's
Just we sit on
working.
the chairs and the table.
Yeah.
So, I know what I felt when we killed the sea god, but the effects seem different than what happened to you. What exactly happened to you? You said you felt his power?
When Romulus died, like I said, there's all of these things happening, and there was this energy, this power just in front of me. And it felt like it was reaching out, and I wanted to protect everyone, to protect Dumisa, Rosie, Astraea, and if there was something that could help me do it, I would embrace it. And then here we are.
So you embraced it as a means of protection rather than wanting to protect them from taking that power?
I suppose it's not that I didn't want them to take it. I think just in the moment I wanted to be able to protect them, because I clearly was unable to during this fight.
Tamsin reaches out across the table and takes your hand in one of her terrible long hag hands. And she says, I'm not blaming you or accusing you of anything, Joanna. When we killed the sea god and then later, after we opened the Feywild, I felt maybe not the same power, but something of the same magnitude, and it enabled me to put into place plans that I had not thought would actually come to fruition of our contingencies. She sort of looks down towards Jeremy and then reaches under the seat and pulls out a little ring and says, "Those surges in power was enough to complete a ritual to keep me around, to keep me able to complete my tasks no matter what happened."
Are you... Please forgive me, you know my understanding of magic is still growing by the day, but are you... This power from the sea god?
Are you familiar with liches, Joanna?
Yeah. So, that's... You?
Me, now. My specialty is protection, but protective magic, but I was concerned after some of these fights about my ability to keep up with everyone, and Tamsin sort of shrugs and gestures at the ring. It's much harder for me to die now.
I think, Joanna, it will kind of give a comforting squeeze to Tamsin's hand that's in hers and says, well, we all find ways to protect those we love, right?
Yeah, Tamsin squeezes your hand back and looks just eminently relieved. And says, you can see sort of tension unwinding from her body. And they say, you're the first person that I've actually told.
I don't think you have to be ashamed of this, Tamsin, especially in this group we have together. Maybe some of them may find it a little much, but we all know where you're coming from.
I'm a little concerned that your acceptance comes from not really understanding the magnitude, Joanna. I ripped my soul out of my body and it now lives in this ring.
Okay, well, that is a lot. I mean, you have this power. I mean, can you, if need be, reverse it?
I don't know that that's something. I don't believe that's something that anyone's tried. And it would be a while off still, although I suppose we have a bit of a quick timeline coming up.
there's a first for everything, and that is quite the magnitude, Tamsin. You are right, but we are literally being targeted by gods of this world. Going to extreme things to make sure we protect people, to make sure things get done correctly. Just matters if you could if you do this for the right reasons, as terrible as it could be, and you don't destroy those in your path for this power, which I know you not. I know you will not. Or yeah, I think Joanna's just going to trail off at that.
Yeah, and Tamsin sort of looks down and tucks the ring back under Jeremy, and it's a little unclear how it's being held. The answer is that Jeremy has a horrible starfish / squid mouth on the bottom of the chair, and
What
he
the
just
fuck?
like
Horrifying.
You can't just drop that on us, Alyssa.
You're not here, it's
know.
fine.
Do you know how the starfish eats? Is that what he's doing?
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
It eats your
Oh,
soul
that's so
every day.
cool.
No biggie.
And he just stores it in his
yeah,
Very
and
cool.
you can't see it, so it's fine.
but I'll make it seen in the splash art. Oh, I'm sorry. You gave me very, very like a cool mind thing, and I love starfish.
Very cool.
Look, people might be afraid of the sea, but the sea is afraid of me.
Concern.
Seasons, greasons. Wait.
What did you just say?
Wait. Have you not seen Seasons, greasons?
No.
No.
No, I can't believe. Okay, shut up. Okay, oh my goodness, this gay moment gets ruined by us in the background, but we're not paying attention to this. We're like, I don't know, playing Uno. You have fucking Uno. It is in every Xbox.
Xbox.
What?
No. Now I'm quoting a specific meme. I'm sorry.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
I love that meme so much.
You know
okay.
the meme. Thank you.
We couldn't let you be gay and wholesome for too long. Okay, continue. You're good.
Yeah, that was. Y'all are milking that shit.
It's very
yeah.
good.
Ugh.
So, anyway, Tamsin puts the ring away and says, so I didn't mean to make this about me anyway. I wanted you to know that there's someone who understands, and if you ever want to talk about your power or the choice that you made, I'm here to listen.
I think Joanna nods slowly, and then she's gonna kind of like look at you properly, and you could see that her eyes kind of have that glassy look to it, where when you're holding back tears, and Joanna will kind of like still holding on to you and just one thing that I guess I should talk about is Tamsin, I remember now.
That's incredible. That's great. Looks a little questioningly.
I don't know. I remember my husband, Esteban. He passed when my son was young, and I have a son, I think. And that's the thing, I remember everything, except there's static in the middle. I had a son. They were so wonderful. And after like I'm not sure, we went back home to Mexico because I have family there, which is a country where I come from, and then I don't remember anything of him after that. I remember I used to work at a library. I remember that my family used to hunt monsters back where I came from, and that's why I know how to do all these things. But I tried to leave that behind. And then I'm here. And I don't know if me being here is better or worse for where I came from. You're probably right, but if I'm a god here, I can't just leave Tamsin. I can't just leave all the rest of this fight for everyone. I have to see this through, but then I have to make sure that everyone is safe. And maybe I can, but I can't think of that right now. Joanna will again squeeze your hand, and then she is going to stand up and just if you don't mind, Tamsin, I'm going to, I guess, get fresh air. I'm gonna walk around. I have to process, I suppose.
Of course. Stay safe.
I'll see you back at the house.
Tamsin starts to sort of walk away in the opposite direction and then pauses and turns back and sort of shouts back towards Joanna. If I hear that you rebuilt any of those stalls tonight, and shakes her head, you need to, a walk is fine, but you need to rest.
Joanna clearly going in the direction of the stalls. I'll rest. Don't worry.
Sounds like I'm gonna need some crafting checks.
Yeah, wait, you should be taking Doomy with you.
Yeah.
I will build stalls.
No, she went down. She's resting.
I'm fine. What are you talking about?
No.
Could have been worse. I'm not dead.
Well, I guess now the questions are you going to stay with Sienna tonight, or are you just gonna like get an inn and let the lesbians be lesbians?
They deserve to be lesbians.
Since there is an inn, theoretically, perhaps we should not impose. There are a lot of us in a very small house.
Let them fuck. Let them fuck. Let them fuck.
Is the inn functional? Because also, the innkeeper just came out of a stupor.
Yeah. And we're not
Or
a
are we
small
camping?
group.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if there is a big enough space, I can just make a mansion.
Yeah, you could make a mansion.
Dope. One second. I'm pretty sure I don't need a crazy amount of space. I
Yeah, I
think
think
I
it's
just
like-
need it for the door.
Yeah, I think you just need the space for the door, so you could literally just put it anywhere.
Just double checking. Yes, it's literally just the door. I need, vertical rectangle, 5 feet wide, 10 feet high. Yeah, so I could literally, like, if there's a fucking good, decent corner, I can do that. I will drop the spell, though, for y'all to read.
It's free house.
Yeah, with, what do you call it? 24 servants.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, okay. House spell. I think, some henna tattoos on Astraea's arms or something like that will glow as she's casting the spell, and then this beautiful door appears. Let's keep it the French door thing that I was doing before. And this time when we enter, we see a mansion, and the mansion is totally bussin'. It's the plane that you're in is super pink. Like the mansion itself is just like mansion, but like the plane itself is hella pink. When we go in, though, all the servants kind of look like the Pokemon Minior, which is just a cute round star that comes in different colors. And all they do is their best.
Did you terrestrialize the house?
Yes. I put us in a raid, like a Terra raid.
The Terra Raid theme starts playing in the background.
But it's all pink. And again, we're being served by Miniors, because I really like Miniors.
Mini are so cute.
They're so cute. All they do is their best. They're just little guys. Even their lore is like, they tried.
I hate the fact that A, you can't tell if it's shiny from the overworld sprite, and B, it knows explosion. Those are both like my personal nightmare.
Well, you know why it knows explosion, right?
To specifically ruin my day.
Well, no, and because in canon lore, they like live for 5 days and then die, and then and then come back to the earth, live for 5 days, and then die. That's it.
Depressing.
What I caught a mortal, huh?
Literally, yeah. It's like, I think when they die, their like light spreads to it's like the equivalent of like pollinating. Like it's supposed to be really good for the planet or wherever they're at, and then they go back up. So it's like just super, super efficient. I love those little guys. The Pokemon episode for that made me fucking cry, though. It's the saddest shit.
I haven't
But
watched it yet.
I need to have 24 Miniors, though, in different colors.
Sure. Yeah, you got it.
I think after we get in and take in this really cool house, Dumisa will kiss Astraea on the head and say, "It is beautiful, babe. I'm gonna go make sure Joanna knows where we are. Please stay here."
Yeah, I have to stay here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hope he knows the case.
Go do that.
Okay. This is a safe. No one can get in. Do we need a lock on this one?
We are in a different plane. You should be fine. Yeah, we
I don't
should
want
be.
anything to like assassinate you while I'm gone.
We should be completely fine. Did you just say surprise, God?
Surprise! Someone kicks down the door.
What do you mean surprise?
Gotta just watch TV. Time to attack.
Joanna popping his head to the door. Are you guys busy?
Yay!
Actually, that's a good thing you reminded me. I'm also going to cast
make sure.
Private Sanctum,
Okay.
so that just to further protect us.
Just want you to be safe.
Mhm. But yeah, I'm just gonna recast Private Sanctum here, so that way it just further protects us from scrying and shit, and just in case.
Okay. All right. If everything is good here, if you and Rosie are safe, all is well. I'm gonna go make sure Joanna knows where to find us, and also, I don't know, I'm feeling the buddy system right now. Tamsin just walked in, and Joanna's not with her, so I'll be back. And I will turn into a bat to do so, because I didn't get to be a bat during the fight, but I really want to be a bat. Dang it.
Just you swirl the cloak, and then suddenly a bat.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you're always so adorable as a bat. So fluffy.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Should I give Dumisa a little pat on the head before she leaves?
No, because I'm giving the bat a tiny smooch.
She could get a smooch and then a pat on the head. You can share.
No, I can't. That's my girlfriend. Get the fuck out of here.
Please let me give my friend a pat on the head.
I grab a spray bottle that the mini-or is drinking.
I'm gonna fly out the door now. Bye.
Bye.
And I will echolocate to find Joanna, because I don't know where she went.
I guess it means you'll find Joanna in the market.
Joanna
no, she's
building those stalls. With what supplies, Joanna?
Let me look at prestidigitation really quick.
You can
Oh,
clean
they're
off all the
temporary
ash.
objects.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're temporary objects. I think literally Joanna is going there. She's in the square, but really it's just like she's made prestidigitation into a broom and is kind of just sweeping all the ash away.
You sweep away the ashy corpse.
That's. We did just leave it there, right?
You did.
We did not come to a conclusion about what to do with it.
I think Joanna like sees it and waves her hand and just kind of disperses.
A
But,
good,
like,
good shove from the broom will cause it to disperse.
Basically, yeah. And it's going through and just making sure everything's in proper order so we can rebuild the stalls.
The bat will land in your hair, I guess. Isn't the myth like, oh, the bats will get stuck in your hair?
And Joanna's like not even gonna look, but it's like, hello, Dumisa. Why are you currently at bat?
Leave your hair and turn back into a person. We are not staying with Sienna. We got our own lodgings. Astraea pulled a mansion out of space and time, which is impeccable.
Of course.
But then you didn't come back with Tamsin, and I didn't think you would know where to go. And you look like you're doing work.
I just needed fresh air, and I was just cleaning. It's what I used to do to relax.
Is it working?
No.
Is it too soon to ask about the whole God thing?
I mean, yeah, I'm okay to talk about it. I don't know too much about it, I suppose.
Do you regret it?
No. I don't regret it. It's just a lot to process. I just did not understand what I was doing when it happened.
I don't think any of us realized it was an option.
Honestly, I kind of thought when the gods die, the power would go into one of the existing true gods or something. I never really thought about it, honestly.
Me neither did I. It's all.
That sort of changed the future plans a little bit. If there's, I don't know. I mean, what happened to Igtar's power? Is that unclaimed? Is that just wandering around? Can one of the false gods pick it up? Does we have to pick up the god? Anyway, that's a future discussion. Are you doing okay?
As good as I can be, I suppose.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. Grun fixed up the whole sword through the chest thing. It was fine. My dad hits harder, so like, it was fine.
Oh, right. That's true. I think Joanna is gonna kind of like pick up this spectral broom and kind of toss it to the side as it kind of just dissipates, and Joanna will kind of like wave her hand out. It's like, well, should get rest. Why don't you lead back to where we're supposed to go?
Okay. You're good to come back? You don't need more time? Because I can just take a nap in your cloak as a bat, and you can have time without being, alone in case there's assassination attempts.
Joanna will pat Dumisa's shoulder. It's okay, Dumisa. Yeah, let's go back. Maybe there'll be an actual bed in this mansion.
Oh, oh my gosh, you cannot even believe how cool it is. It's
So
all
many
pink.
bats in those belfries.
It's pretty great. I think as we start walking back at some point, Dumisa will just be like, oh my gosh, wait, you're a god. I could have just prayed, and you could have just heard me. I didn't have to come all the way out here.
Oh gosh, I have not even. Oh no.
What are you the god of? Are you a bard god now?
I have no idea. I really don't.
Maybe you get to pick? Maybe you should pray. Kyria seems like she knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'd rather just go talk to her. She doesn't need another voice in her head.
So you head on to the mansion to get a good night's sleep. It has been a very exhausting day. And I believe that is where we will end this episode. So, yeah. Tick, why don't you take us out?
Thank you very much for listening to another wonderful episode of Goblets and Gays. If you... Fuck! Weren't you gonna talk to me, Tamsin? We can do that next time. Shit. Damn it. Anyways... Thank you for listening to another wonderful episode of Goblets and Gays. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Twitter at Goblets and Gays. Hopefully. We post all sorts of amazing content. Support us on our Patreon so we can continue what we do. Give us a good 5-star rating on our various streaming services. And remember, stay safe and eat your vegetables. Fuck, shit, damn it, we were supposed to have a discussion.
Hey, we still have time. We still have another episode.
Yeah, I just remember it was like, Alyssa mentioned doing it at the end of this one. I was like, midway through, I was like, shit. Right. We got time, we got time.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.